back to Hardcore TV. You are watching ECW episode 25 here on season 1. As you can see, Chris Candido heading out of the ring tonight. Opener for tonight is former ECW television champion Chris Candido taking on the new debuting Jerry Lynn. 2 championships are being defended tonight. Primetime Brian Lee will be defending the Hardcore Championship, and the Dudley Boys are defending the ECW World Tag Team titles. And the current ECW World Heavyweight Champion Taz will be action in the main event. But we have a stock show for you guys ready for tonight. It's going to be lit. Chris Candido coming out here. No gimmicks needed. For the opener to open up the great episode we have lined up for you guys. On our last showing you saw was CZW A Living Hell. And before that was Ultra Clash, which was the ECW show. And there's Jerry Lynn coming out the ring here for the first time here on Hardcore TV. Candido standing 5'8", and battling Rob Van Dam for the ECW World Television title over recent weeks. He was just defeated and lost that television championship not too long ago. Jerry Lynn standing 5'11", wrestling over the Indies, skipping over to NXT and debuting to ECW here tonight. Taking his time out here in the ring, soaking it all up for the first time being in the ECW arena, making Chris Candido wait. But it's going to be a great show, ladies and gentlemen, if we can just wait on Jerry Lynn to stop celebrating here, and then we can get the action rolling. And there's the 2. Candido with a roll with a kick right to the face, knocking Jerry Lynn down. Now that was impressive. Then a taunt there. Lynn quick up to his feet, does the exact same roll, and a go behind on Chris Candido there. And goes for a kick there, misses, hits the second one right away. Candido is just... And now he hits the ropes there. Jerry Lynn with a slap there, taking out Candido to the ropes. Sliding out to the ring now, both on the outside and on the concrete. And a chop there, and a wrenching the arm of Chris Candido now. And a go behind. Moves him forward, and they lock up on the outside, collar and elbow top. Followed by a belly-to-belly by Jerry Lynn on the outside on the concrete. One hell of a belly-to-belly out of nowhere. And now Candido throwing... Jerry Lynn throwing Candido, and they're outside the barricade where the crowd usually hangs out there for watching the matches. Now the 2 are out on the concrete. You see the weapons stand by, you see the trash can, the garbage can, and a fan is trying to hand them a steel chair. Looks like Jerry Lynn throwing Candido once again. Look at these strikes, are just trading strikes on the outside. I thought I was going to see a technical wrestling match here tonight, you guys. But these 2 are just going at it on the outside. And what a DDT on the concrete. Head smashing into the metal down below. The concrete. Look at that snapmare. Looks like Jerry Lynn grabbing that trash can, that aluminum trash can, that metal trash can, just breaking it on the back of Candido while he's down on the ground. And it looks like they are heading back inside of the arena, you could say. There are the 2 on the inside now, just got knocked back in. Jerry Lynn sending Candido all over the arena here tonight. And a scoop and a slam. Oh my God, dropping him literally right on his head. Now Jerry Lynn. It throws him right in the steel post. There we go. Oh my God, look at that. Just taking the head of Chris Candido and just smashing him into the steel post. Now Jerry Lynn looking for a weapon now. And this is one way to kickstart the episode for ECW here tonight, you guys. Jerry Lynn has the steel chair on standby. Going into a Boston Crab on the outside. Just wrenching the Boston Crab on Chris Candido here tonight. Now heading back on the outside. Candido and Jerry Lynn now. Oh, what a right hand by Candido. Followed by a strike that. A couple kicks to the midsection there. And an Irish whip to the ropes. Sending the fly into a DDT there. And now Jerry Lynn, he's going for a power bomb, it seems. Oh, nice power bomb right in the middle of the ring. Holds on to him. Picks him back up for another one. Hits him with a second power bomb. And Jerry Lynn holding on for a third power bomb. And drops Candido hard on his back there. And he's going for the pinfall. That might be it. That might be taken care of. No, Candido kicks out at 2 there. A collar and elbow tie up, followed by another belly to belly. Jerry Lynn is going to go for another. Could be going, oh no, he's going for a pile driver now. Changing it up, went for a pile driver on Chris Candido. Now he's on the outside looking for a weapon. Candido with a just getting pummeled here tonight by Jerry Lynn. Was not expecting the use of weapons and just the brutal outside wrestling that we've been seeing. There we go, Jerry Lynn throwing Chris Candido to the corner there. Oh, look at those elbow strikes there by Jerry Lynn. And it looks like he's going to go for a pinfall, an immediate kick out at 2. An immediate kick out. And look at these strikes there to the midsection. Jerry Lynn perhaps getting frustrated here. Jerry Lynn setting up that ladder, and Chris Candido slides back in. And both are climbing the ladder right now. What is going on with these two? Trading strikes on the top of the ladder. What could be going on? Here we go. Jerry Lynn grabbing Candido. Oh my God, a superplex off the ladder. A superplex off the ladder goes Candido, and he is done for. That's got to be it. 2, 3. And that is the 3 count. Jerry Lynn winning his debut match here. Winning his debut match here in ECW. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's one way to kick off the episode. Don't go anywhere because we have some loaded main events for you guys tonight. But Candido, former ECW TV champion, was just put away by Jerry Lynn with little to no effort. But did Jerry Lynn go too far? Did he put out too much? He might be injured here tonight, guys. But let's move on to the next match. Now it's time for our first championship match of the night. It's primetime. Brian Lee taking on former NWA ECW World Heavyweight Champion Sandman. There he is, the current hardcore champion. Defeated Tommy Dreamer at Ultra Clash, our last CPV. The Innovator of Violence, Tommy Dreamer held that title. First won it against Brian Lee in the first vacancy match. And don't forget about our main event, ladies and gentlemen. It's a last man standing match. A non-title match. It's Taz versus Sabu. But Brian Lee coming out here right now. Coming out to big boos right now. Some major boos here. Now waiting for the Sandman. And here he is. The camera's looking for him. He's coming out with the crowd here. He likes to get a little lit before his matches. If you know the Sandman, you definitely know that. There he's got the Singaporean cane, wielding it, and the beer. Getting the audience hyped up for his hardcore championship match. Could he be the third man to win that championship match? To win that championship, excuse me. All right, both men are now out in the arena, and it is now time for the referee to ring the bell. Excuse me. Sandman on the left, primetime Brian Lee on the right, defending that hardcore championship right here. Now I can guarantee you weapons will be involved. I'm surprised that Sandman even put away the cane. And here we go. Brian Lee coming at him straight up with a shoulder block with the stomps. Just stomping Sandman right now. As you can see, the crowd's already chanting ECW, and they're ready for this hardcore championship match. They know what's going to happen. There are going to be weapons. There are going to be carnage. As you can see, Sandman already taking Brian Lee to the outside. Sandman top rope. Oh, with the smash right to the face of Brian Lee on the outside with the concrete. Sandman going full steam ahead right now. And there's the Singaporean cane. He's got his cane. He is ready, and he's beating the hell out of Brian Lee already. Brian Lee down on the concrete after getting his face smashed in. Hardcore champion back up to his feet. Both at a vertical basis right until Sandman just busted his head open. Picks him back up to unleash more pain. More strikes there. A couple of punches there. Oh, what a neck breaker right there. What a neck breaker. Sandman not taking that match easy at all. Not taking it light whatsoever. Now Sandman he's got a steel chair now. Now he's just grabbing multiple weapons, it seems like. Our opener was Chris Candido versus Jerry Lynn. You saw Jerry Lynn just go absolutely insane in that matchup, bringing it any weapon he chose, bringing hardcore wrestling, technical wrestling to the table, and defeated Chris Candido. And now you're seeing the same thing right now with Sandman. As you see, Brian Lee, oh, it looks like he's going to go for a choke slam. On a choke slam on the concrete, Brian Lee done messing. He's not taking Sandman shit anymore, hits him with a choke slam on the concrete. As you can see, Brian Lee, now he's in the ring. He's got that table. What's he looking to do with that table? He's got that table set up in the corner, and here we go. Waits for the Sandman to get back up to his feet. Nope, heading to the outside now. Looks like he's grabbing a weapon. Got a couple weapons inside the ring, and Sandman out of nowhere slides back in the ring. Both go to strike at the exact same time, and now trading punches in the middle of this match. And there's a crutch, there's a sledgehammer, it looks like there's a kendo stick as well inside that ring. Brian Lee now takes Sandman, throwing him over the table. Oh, just slammed the head of the Sandman onto that table. Brian Lee stomping the kneecap multiple times of the Sandman, slowly grinding away on the Sandman. He's got him up on a vertical basis, up in the air. Here we go. Oh, what a suplex. Nice vertical suplex by Primetime Brian Lee. Oh, and leg drop right there. As you can see, Brian Lee is now taking it slow. He has slowed the pace of this matchup. Big man Primetime. Oh, look at that. Just that crutch. Oh, now he's got the sledgehammer. Just smacked the back of the thigh of Sandman. That's going to leave a bruise. Oh, look at this pile driver by Brian Lee. And here we go. And here's the pinfall.
1, 2.
And Sandman kicks out at 2. Brian Lee was 1 second away from retaining the Hardcore Championship for another week. Oh, there he is. Oh, Sandman tried to get back up and just that sledgehammer. Looks like he rolled out, but he still hit him with it. Oh, no. What's Brian Lee looking to do? Oh, no. Another chokeslam on the concrete. And another one. Hoist Sandman up in the air, former world champion, and just chokeslams him on the concrete. Sandman slowly getting back up to his feet. Brian Lee waiting for him. Oh, man. Cracked him with his own kendo stick. Oh, man. Sandman's busted wide open. Sandman is bleeding. Sandman is bleeding bad after that kendo stick shot. And another one. He is bleeding bad after those kendo stick shots right there. And Brian Lee grabbing him. And through the table, slingshot Sandman through the table right there. It looks like Brian Lee's going for a pinfall. And I have to say that Sandman has got to be done for. No, Sandman kicks out at 2. Picks him up for a nice DDT. Brian Lee somehow didn't get the 3 count after the slingshot through the table. Sandman hold on for dear life. Man, that was a big DDT, not taking Sandman to the outside of the concrete. Is Brian Lee, is he going to follow? He's grabbing the kendo stick. He's not going out there unarmed. Waiting on Sandman, wondering if he's playing possum out here. Sandman is back up to his feet. Sandman grabbing the kendo stick, cracking it on the skull of Primetime Brian Lee now. Sandman throws Brian Lee back to the ring. Here we go. And a Luthez press followed by multiple strikes right to the face. Both in the ring now. Sandman going for a camel clutch, looking to submit Primetime Brian Lee. But it looks like Brian Lee's fighting back. And he's already out of the camel clutch. That had to be a bad decision on Sandman. He had to regret that. Oh my God, look at that chop block right there. Just kicking out the leg. Out from underneath Sandman. Here we go. Calling elbow tie up. And Brian Lee looks like he's hoisting him up for a power bomb. Oh man, look at that power bomb, that jackknife power bomb. Hits him with a jackknife power bomb, followed by his choke slam. And there's the signature choke slam. Sandman is done for. That Hardcore Championship is not leaving Primetime Brian Lee anytime soon. And there's the 3 count. Primetime Brian Lee retains the Hardcore Championship here tonight against the Sandman. Like I said, that belt's not leaving his waist tonight. But ladies and gentlemen, don't you go anywhere. We still have a banging main event for you and a World Tag Team Championship later tonight. New ECW lightweight champion Kid Cash taking on Little Guido of the FBI, being accompanied by Tommy and Mama Luke. And here we go. Kid Cash rolling around. Here we go. Behind on Little Guido. Grabs the leg for an immediate takedown right away. At Ultra Clash, Kid Cash defeated Lance Storm to capture the ECW Lightweight Championship. And man, look at that. Kid Cash already going for a pinfall after that. And a 2 count. Kid Cash obtained the ECW Lightweight Championship against Lance Storm. Lance Storm was one of the most dominant ECW athletes in ECW period. And Kid Cash is the one man that beat him. Now he's taking on Little Guido, and Little Guido, man, he's going to have his work cut out, and that was a close one right there. A schoolboy attempts on Kid Cash. Little Guido almost got the 3 count. Go behind there on an Irish whip. Grabs him for a nice, oh my God, look at that German suplex. Landed right on his head. And Kid Cash to the outside and hits Tony Mamaluke with the German suplex for him, too, on the concrete. And Mamaluke's neck cracking, just crashing down on that concrete right there. Picks him back up with a knee strike to the midsection. Kid Cash, oh, what a neck breaker, just destroying the neck of Little Guido. Kid Cash off the ropes with a moonsault, followed by pinfall. Could be looking at a 3 count here. And a kick out at 2. Kid Cash getting back up after that. Staying on the assault, and another one drops him down. Flying crossbody. He's got him up for a suplex now. And man, look at this. A vertical suplex now by Kid Cash. He is flying all over the place with high flying and technicalities. And look at this 450 splash. 450 splash by Kid Cash. And now he's going for a 2 count only. A 2 count only. Oh, yeah, Kid Cash. Oh, he goes for the money shot. Now he's going for the pin kick. And it's over. ECW Lightweight Champion Kid Cash wins here tonight. Man, what a quick match. Kid Cash just absolutely manhandled Little Guido there. That's your current ECW Lightweight Champion, guys, and be on the lookout for him because he is on a roll here in ECW. And ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup is going to be for the ECW World Tag Team Championships. It's a rematch from Ultra Clash. The Dudley Boys have been on one hell of a victory streak here in ECW, defending the ECW World Tag Team Championships once again against the former title holders, the original Gangsters. In 2 weeks, one of the teams will face the new team of Chris Candido and Lance Storm. But tonight could be the match to end this feud at Ultra Clash. These two teams tore the house down. Now tonight, it's the original Gangsters are invoking the rematch clause against the Dudley Boys. As you can see, Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray coming in the ring now, holding the ECW World Tag Team Championships. Those new belts fitting quite nicely around their waist. As you can hear, the fans booing here tonight. Not the favorable team. And now you can hear the original Gangsters now coming out to the ring now to do battle with the Dudley Boys. That's New Jack and Mustafa, ladies and gentlemen, and this is going to be for the ECW World Tag Team Championships. It's going to be our second championship match of the night, and don't forget about the amazing main event we have planned for you guys. It's going to be Taz versus Sabu in a non-title match. And New Jack and Mustafa, they captured the ECW World Tag Team Championships long ago when facing the Eliminators in a steel cage match, and that was one hell of a matchup if you have not seen that match, ladies and gentlemen. About almost 10 episodes ago. And here we go. It is Devon Dudley and New Jack to start things out. And these are two men that you do not want to mess with, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's get the action rolling and trading strikes between each other. Devon Dudley and New Jack. New Jack, was he taunting Devon Dudley to come to the outside, I think? Wanting to get things started off rough. And what is New Jack? New Jack's now got a steel chair, and Devon Dudley's unsure of the situation, now tagging in Bubba Ray Dudley. Bubba Ray now in the ring, waiting for New Jack to enter it. Mustafa on the outside. Devon Dudley also on the outside. Now New Jack, he's got our barbed wire 2x4 and swings for the fences and takes down Bubba Ray with a hit. And now Bubba Ray thriving in pain, and New Jack is just going ham now with all those strikes to the face. And he's got him up, and a scoop and slam by New Jack on a Bubba Ray Dudley. Oh, and he's got that barbed wire just raking in the face of Bubba Ray Dudley. Just raking the face of Bubba Ray Dudley with that barbed wire. Oh, man, what a steel chair shot to the face of Bubba Ray. And New Jack, he's grabbing the chair once again, slams the chair right in the face of Bubba Ray again, not letting up. Oh, another steel chair shot right to the face. Now Mustafa in the ring with Bubba Ray Dudley. Throwing Bubba Ray to the outside, holding on the ropes. And what a shoulder shot right to the face. Looks like he was trying to hit him with that elbow, but didn't get it up quick enough. Hit him with the shoulder instead. Shoulder blocked him outside the ring. And New Jack, oh, with a belly to back. Dropped right on the concrete. Oh, what a slap there by New Jack. Now you see Mustafa and New Jack, the original gangsters, just double teaming Bubba Ray Dudley on the outside. Oh, there's Mustafa now taking out Devon. Excuse me. A Luthez press on the Devon Dudley. Strikes in the face. Now Bubba Ray taking on New Jack on the other side of the arena. And we got to do quick camera cuts, ladies and gentlemen, to try to cover the action. The two fighting on a collar and elbow tie-up. Bubba Ray with a big DDT on the outside on the concrete. That's face right to the concrete. And a neck breaker, too. Bubba Ray. I think Bubba Ray's bleeding. I cannot tell. Bubba Ray back in the ring now with Mustafa. Now Bubba Ray Dudley, he's got that steel chair. I think he's got blood on his face. I think he is bleeding. And what a chair shot right through the face. And now Bubba Ray Dudley tagging in Devon Dudley. As you can see, the damage has been done, though, to Bubba Ray. He is bleeding from the head. And a spin-a-rooney by Devon onto Mustafa. Oh, Mustafa with a punch right to the nose. Collar and elbow tie between Devon Dudley and Mustafa. Here we go. And a dropping, what a backbreaker. Dropping Mustafa right on the knee. Devon Dudley with a Van Daminator knocks out Devon Dudley by accident. Devon knocks out Bubba Ray by accident. And a spin-a-rooney taunt again. Oh, what a clothesline. Excuse me, not a spin-a-rooney. Just spinning in general. Here we go, throwing him to the top rope. He's sitting on that top turnbuckle now. Devon Dudley, and a massive back body drop from the top rope. Now Bubba Ray getting involved after that. Bubba Ray picking him back up. Here we go, looking for a power bomb. Oh, power bomb by Bubba Ray. Big man picking Mustafa back up, and the fans are loving the carnage here. Not fans of the Dudley boys, but fans of the carnage. Man, Bubba Ray, he is bleeding a lot here. He is bleeding a lot here. And a cutter! Bubba cutter! Bubba Ray Dudley hits the cutter on Mustafa. He's going to go for the pinfall. Bubba Ray's got the leg hook. Devon Dudley's here to intercept. And New Jack interrupts the pin. And a 2 count only. And look at Bubba Ray running after New Jack. Hits him with the DDT. Mustafa back up. He's got a steel chair. And Hose goes for a steel chair shot, but misses Bubba Ray. And goes for a Van Daminator instead. Picking Bubba Ray Dudley back up to his feet. Got the steel chair once again. And another steel chair shot to the shoulder. And Mustafa getting New Jack in. And a steel chair shot to the face, man. And Bubba Ray back up, trading a chair shot to New Jack now. And it looks like New Jack's bleeding, and he loves it. And he's back up after finding out that he's bloodied. And now the Dudley boys just double teaming New Jack. All right, here we go. Devon Dudley hits it.
1, 2, 3.
And the Dudley boys retain the ECW World Tag Team Champions with that reverse DDT by Devon Dudley. That altered DDT, and the Dudley boys, man, look at Bubba Ray. He is bleeding after that matchup with the original Gangsters. You do not come out of a match with the Gangsters unscathed, though. And the Dudley boys should have known that. But New Jack, he is gushing as well. But Devon Dudley and Bubba Ray make it out still champions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time for ECW episode 25. Our main event is going to be a non-title matchup between Taz and Sabu. There's the current ECW World Heavyweight Champion, Taz, coming out here to the ring. Taz defeated Sabu at Ultra Clash in one of the most brutal death matches I've seen in a while. And we have CZW on the network too. So you have to keep that in mind. There's Taz. He's got that ECW World Heavyweight Championship around his waist. Defeated Bam Bam Bigelow for that. Excuse me, Shane Douglas for that. And there's Sabu. Sabu wasn't victorious at Ultra Clash. But things have not settled. Things are not okay between these two. These guys hate each other's guts. Former ECW World Tag Team Champions together. These guys hate each other. Things are not resolved. I highly doubt this will resolve things, but could make things worse. But it's going to turn out to be one hell of a main event still. And the fans are loving Sabu coming out here right now. And Taz is waiting for Sabu. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now main event time. A non-title rematch from Ultra Clash. ECW World Heavyweight Champion Taz taking on Sabu on a last man standing match. Sabu, a former ECW television champion, a former World Tag Team Champion, as well as Taz, also a former Tag Team Champion. But here we go, the two circling one another. And the bell has been rung. And here we go. Taz running at him with a shoulder block to start things off. Picking Taz right back up to his feet. Groggy and chops to the chest to Sabu. Dropping him down with another shoulder block. Double axe handle. Picking Sabu back up to his feet. Big man Taz. Human suplex machine. Spears Sabu. And Sabu's got to be quicker if he wants to take Taz on. If he wants to take on the World Heavyweight Champion. I'll go behind on Sabu there. Grabs him. He's got a headlock maneuver now. Moves to the waist lock. He's got the arm now. Pushes Sabu over. Sabu dives out of the way to get our harm's way. And that's what you got to do when it comes to facing the ECW World Heavyweight Champion, the Human Suplex Machine, Taz. And diving headfirst, Sabu going air. And he goes to the top rope. Air Sabu with an elbow drop right to the chest of Taz. And things are starting off quick and brutal between these two competitors here tonight in the main event. Luthes press by Taz, punching Sabu right in the face. No sportsmanship between these two here. Taz got, and what a DDT, just sending Sabu right into the mat, driving that head straight into the mat. And now Taz working on that arm. You know that Taz is a submission expert here. Look at that. Knees right to the arm. He's had tons of submission training here after retiring the Tasmaniac, Collar and elbow tie up finally. You're not going to see that Northern Lights Tazplex. Taz now taunting Sabu. Sabu grabbing the leg. Leg takedown by Sabu on the Taz. Going up top rope. And now air Sabu. Leg drop. Hits the Arabian facebuster and goes to the air. Another Arabian facebuster. Sabu hitting the Arabian facebuster on Taz. Picking Taz back up to his feet, not stopping the brutality. Throws him over. Goes for a drop kick and misses it. Taz dives out of the way. Could have been going for another Arabian facebuster there, a standing one. Now Taz throwing him over. gut wrench Tazplex. And now a bow and arrow by Taz, it looks like, driving that knee into the back of Sabu. Sabu's already back up to his feet. Look at these right hand strikes by Sabu. Go behind and do a bulldog. Now Sabu heading to the outside now, looking for a weapon. Now Sabu's got a steel chair in hand. Taz looks like he's heading towards him. Taz going to the outside now. Meets the steel chair shot by Sabu. And another shot there by Sabu to Taz. And Taz has been busted open. Another shot. Taz has been busted open by Sabu. Sabu's got the steel chair once again. Look at the face of Taz. And now Sabu looks like he's going air Sabu. Off the ropes, triple jump moonsault on to Taz, using the steel chair as an assist and showing homage to the Sheik. Now Sabu hitting the outside, grabbing another steel chair. He's not done with him yet. And now the world champion might be in trouble here. Looks like Sabu's going for it again. You can see how bloodied he is. Sabu going for the triple jump moonsault once again. Now look at the bloodied face of Taz. And he goes for it for a third time. And Sabu, and he has to be taunting Taz at this point, this midsection of Taz. He might have a broken rib, or at least a damaged one. Could have a cracked rib or something. Sabu looking for a weapon, tearing apart the announce table. Sabu is just going insane right now. Taz on the inside of the ring. The referee has not begun counting yet, even though he's been down. Picking Taz back up to his feet, throwing him to the outside. Taz, world champion, is on the outside. Sabu's following him with that steel chair. Taz is very groggy right now. Taz, the world champion, is very groggy. He is on the announce table right now. Taz is standing on that announce table. Oh, Sabu hits him with this chair and he falls down from it. Oh, look at this DDT. Oh, DDT right on the concrete. And that one looked like it hurt. Now Sabu's got Taz on the announce table. He has bad intentions. I can tell you that right now. Look at Sabu heading to the top rope. Sabu top rope with an elbow. Air Sabu taking Taz through that announce table. Air Sabu taking him down through that announce table. Now Sabu just waiting for Taz to see if he's going to get back up to his feet. What will this mean for the World Heavyweight Champion if he is defeated here tonight? Look at Sabu, he's grabbing that insurance. He's got that 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire. He's not stopping. He's hitting the back of Taz. Taz hitting him with that shoulder block. Now he's got the 2x4. Oh, swinging for the fences right to the face. Go behind on him. And a bulldog by Taz. Now Taz is grabbing a steel chair of his own. And just the cold steel meets the face of Sabu, ECW World Champion. Trying to give him what he deserves after earlier of Sabu delivering a couple of steel chair shots to the face. And you can see the damage. He's leaking the damage. And another chair shot. Now Taz, he's grabbing the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Looks like he's going to use it as a weapon. Oh, smacks the face of Sabu with the ECW title. Now it's just got to be disrespectful. And it hits him with it again. And a go behind on him. Just to get an Irish whip on a Sabu. Excuse me. Look, a headlock maneuver. Luthez pressed by Taz. Luthez pressed by Taz. And they go falling off the announce table here. Now Taz and Sabu back on the other announce table here. Taz hits a Tazplex through the announce table. Taz hits the Tazplex. ECW World Champion hits the Tazplex on the outside on the concrete. And Sabu is down and out. And the referee has begun the count. And if it reached the count of 10 without Sabu getting back up to his feet, Taz will remain the winner. And Taz is leaving right now with the ECW World Heavyweight Championship. Taz is already leaving. He doesn't care. Taz was already ready to leave. Taz back in the ring now. Taz was about to leave. I'm not sure if Taz was retreating or if he was just done with the matchup after that. That Tazplex through the table. Sabu on the outside right now. Thriving in pain from that Tazplex. But ladies and gentlemen, what an episode here on Hardcore TV. The next show is going to be NXT. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope to see you there. But thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you later on more Hardcore TV Season 1.